Did you happen to show up to the party with chips but no dip? Let me keep you from getting thrown out of the house like Jazz on Fresh Prince. A simple and super flavorful French onion dip that will make you the guest of honor every time with just a few ingredients. First, you will need 2 cups of sour cream, 1/4 cup of mayo, 2 medium-sized onions that we will slice and caramelize, and I use the regular yellow onions, but feel free to use any onion you like. 2 tablespoons of butter or oil, and if you're using salted butter, adjust the amount of salt to your liking. A couple tablespoons of finely chopped chives, and 1 tablespoon of finely chopped parsley. Salt and pepper to taste, and 5 strips of bacon. Use any one that you like. You can skip the bacon if you want, but I highly recommend it. If you're vegetarian, just make it a cheat day. And also 3 cloves of garlic finely chopped. I'm going to cook my bacon in the oven at 400 degrees for 13 minutes. Feel free to cook your bacon however you want. I find this way a lot easier and less messier. Grab a pan and set the heat to medium-high. Open up your bacon and grab a sheet pan lined with foil. Place the bacon strips on it and place in the oven for 13 minutes. I know I put 12, but it needed 1 more minute. Slice your onion in half and remove the first layer. It's very tough and it does not break down very well. Slice your onion into medium thick slices and give them a quick toss to break them up. Our timer went off and the bacon is done. Go ahead and transfer to a plate lined with a paper towel to soak up any leftover fat. Now don't throw away that bacon fat, pour that into your skillet. That'll be about 1 tablespoon of oil, and I'll still use a tablespoon of butter for a total of 2 tablespoons of fat to cook the onions. Bacon fat has tons of flavor and it'll definitely give your dip an upgrade. Give the onions a stir for a couple of minutes and turn the heat down to low. Stir the onions every 2 to 3 minutes, but let the onions sit and cook so they can start to caramelize. The entire process will take around 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how caramelized you like your onions. While the onions cook, go ahead and get your garlic and peel off 3 cloves. Give them a smash to peel the skin off and give them a fine chop. Just a quick check on the onions and they're starting to brown just a little bit. Just keep on cooking. Grab your chives and parsley and give them a fine chop. Save a small amount to garnish the top of your dip. When the onions are about a minute from being done, go ahead and add your garlic and cook for 1 minute. The onions are now done, and if you like your onions more caramelized, please feel free to cook them longer. This is how I like them, and the longer you cook them, the sweeter they'll be. These took about 30 minutes to cook. Place them aside to cool. While the onions cool, I decided to make some homemade tortilla chips. I'll leave a link up top if you'd like to see how I make mine. It's pretty straightforward. Fill a pot halfway with oil, cut up some corn tortillas, and fry them up. But there is a secret ingredient that I use to kick them up a notch, so I highly recommend to check out that video. Grab a mixing bowl and add your chopped chives and parsley. Let's add our 2 cups of sour cream. Next, add 1/4 cup of mayo. Now this is personal preference, but what I forgot to do was chop up the onions before adding them to the bowl. If you leave the onions like they are, the dip will be real stringy. The flavor does not change, but some people may not like the stringiness when dipping, so I recommend giving them a rough chop. Give everything a good mix, and here's an example of the stringiness that I was talking about. Like I said, this is based on personal preference if you want to keep them like this. This is the time to give it a taste test. Not too bad, but it needs a dash of salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. Grab a serving bowl, and if you're fans of my Texas Sidewalk recipes, you have seen this bowl before. Go ahead and fill it up with dip. This makes 3 cups, which will be a great addition to any party. Garnish with any types of chips you want. Top with some leftover caramelized onions, and you can definitely make this the day before. The longer it sits, the more flavor you get. Garnish with some chives and parsley, and be prepared for everyone giving you high fives and crowning you the king or queen of dip. Now let's give this the ultimate taste test with these chips. Perfect. If you like onions and bacon, I highly recommend this French onion dip for any occasion. If you're thinking about something else to bring to the party, here's a video that'll be another hit. Be sure to smash that like button and please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.